A very good evening and welcome to People of Africa. My name is Siphumelele Zondi. Now, Mr. Chris Khaemba has been named one of the 100 most influential Kenyans. He's the founding dean of the ambitious African Leadership Academy. The school says it's training future African leaders and its pupils come from all over Africa. Mr. Khaemba has worked as the principal of Alliance Boys High School on the outskirts of Nairobi. In 2006, Alliance was the highest performing school in Kenya. Mr. Khaemba joins us on People of Africa this evening. Sir, hello and welcome to People of Africa.
Thank you for having me here.
Now, this love for education, when did it start for you?
Oh, I must say at school, and that's at primary school, and I was taught by my own dad, you know, and went on to high school, where I was handled by wonderful teachers who had created.
Must have been an interesting situation in the classroom with your father as your teacher.
Yeah. And it continued because I have had to teach my two sons who are students at Alliance High School.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and how are your sons in the classroom as opposed to at home?
Well, I had two faces. One was principal for them, and the other was a dad for them. And I think they found a way of balancing themselves around.
Yeah, I'm sure they can get away with murder at school, knowing that dad is the headmaster of the school.
Absolutely no.
Absolutely no.
No, they had problems.
Yeah.
Because as a dad, there are certain measures, disciplinary measures I would take that I wouldn't take as a principal. So they really got away with nothing.
They got away with nothing?
No, absolutely.
Before you became a teacher, though, you were with the Air Force. Was there anything that you brought from the Air Force you brought into teaching?
Yep. Discipline. Air Force being one of the three major branches of defense, the Army, the other two being the Army and the Navy. Their operations are really on the basis of discipline, and a lot of things I do and the way I do them, even as of now, were influenced by my sojourn at the Air Force. Yep.
Friend School Kasimungu, hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, sir.
No, Friend School Kamusinga.
Kamusinga.
That's right.
All right. It was ranked 138 before you joined the school in Kenya.
That's right.
And you moved it all the way to the top 10.
That's right.
How does a headmaster go about doing that?
Yeah, one, I think a school is about the curriculum, the programs, and the curriculum, the way it's implemented. If you get a team of effective teachers who are motivated to work, who are supported by the head to work, they will get the results. And then, of course, there is the question of discipline, because when you get students who are disciplined, it means they are great learners, and the objectives then can be attained. But when you have to be handling in discipline and at the same time delivering the curriculum, the two don't go together. And this school had suffered from very serious problems of indiscipline, both amongst faculty members.
But what causes that?
Really, it's a number of factors. And one, if kids get to know that they have very little chance of progressing beyond the high school, that easily gets them frustrated. And when they are not being taught, because when you have a system where teachers are not punctual, they miss lessons, and they don't support the kids, they don't inspire them, then you end up with that kind of frustration amongst the students. And therefore, when they realize their chances of success are diminished, they then lapse into indiscipline. And that's what had happened to this particular school.
And I suppose when you moved in, you found the same teachers.
I found the same teachers, but I sat down with them and we determined. Fortunately, they were frustrated themselves by the indiscipline. They were frustrated by poor results they were getting because they would not move around with pride. And as it were, even further progress for them was not guaranteed because they had no results to base their progress on. So I did find the same teachers, and they also, one of the things they mentioned was, look, our previous head never really supported us. We required certain facilities, they were not availed. So again, it's around leadership and management in an institution, which I think I provided when I took over the school.
So you're saying it trickles down. It came from you as the headmaster, and
That's
then
right.
it went to the teachers, and the teachers would give out that same energy to the pupils of the school.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right.
And you've also, when you were with Alliance Boys, managed to raise, I believe, about $500,000 for the school.
That's right.
And one thing that as a headmaster of the school, you deal with the academics side of things. Now, where does raising funds come from, and how do you raise funds for a school? Because it's not a business entity.
Yeah, that's right. Possibly, this is one of the things that I benefited from by my having served in the military, because, you know, you kind of multitask. And so I brought this to bear. The resources are a particular resource and factor, success factor in an institution. And if you don't have resources, it means you don't have the tools then to achieve the results. So I focused on rallying the alumni of Alliance High School around their school and say, look, guys, it's time to pay back. And they found it very easy to want to support their own school because I had a clear plan with clear objectives of what we wanted to attain. And so once I rallied them around raising funds, they then, played their part. And that's how it wasn't really entirely raised, the $500,000 raised from the alumni, but they contributed to the largest part of that.
Yes.
We went on to corporations as well. We did the same philosophy, same approach, say, look, guys, we have these objectives, we have these problems, and we are limited here, we have these resources, this is the cap, and this is where we want to go. And so I got this support, and from then on it worked very well for me.